Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
I wonder if our pairs, our white door pairs are going to be any different.
So you chose ally, huh?
What? You thought I was going to pick betray? Yeah. Quark is sick, a kid and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
Thank you.
Why are you thanking me? I was going to do this in the first place, and you tried to convince me not to. No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. You know, except for you before you learned the truth. So you guys chose ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only one BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally.
Yeah, it'd be too, like, Afai is the kind of person, she's a bit similar to Dio in the sense that she wants to be super protective and pick betray every single time, but she won't do it to kill somebody. Like, freaking Dio, he doesn't even care. He's like, oh, if they pick ally, well, no harm on me.
So there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If Dio had 6 PP, he would do it. He's a douchebag.
If we had, then he'd...
You can't let Junpei die. Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole.
He's an asshole. Maybe he's a crazy asshole.
Were you trying to kill me?
He was trying to not lose BP is going to be his rationale. But honestly, if you had died, he'd be okay with that. He'd just leave.
No, nothing like that.
Well then, what was it like? If we'd voted ally, I'd...
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was betray. Picking ally when I knew you guys would pick betray would have been suicide.
Not literally. For Alice, it would be more like suicide, because he wouldn't actually die.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always going to be betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see? That's why I chose betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Bullshit. You only care about yourself, douchebag. If they had picked ally, you'd be perfectly fine with getting out. And the fact that he did pick betray means you get to put this bullshit rant to make everyone maybe trust you, not really. Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal, before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. He has some logic there. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut. And then we find that there are new numbers, right? New colors? New bracelets? I keep saying new numbers. There's never going to be a new number when in these sections. It's going to be the new colors and the new pairing assignment.
The ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the ambidex game will be the star round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we want.
That's what I just said. Okay.
Right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
Shut up with your stupid inflection. Every single time you say that line, and then they flash away to Zero Jr. explaining the colors changing on your bracelets, which is completely different to what you're saying right now. I'm sorry.
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
It's just the wrong inflection every single time makes me angry.
The parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all the colors and groups are this time. In moments, a series of risks were extended for me to examine. Okay, I do appreciate they give me the time to examine. So K is the red solo. Luna is a cyan pair. And I believe, yeah, red pairs up with cyan, so that's interesting. And, okay, Clover is also a cyan pair. So it's Clover and Phi going with, K. So I doubt this is the Clover ending. If it is, that'd be weird, but okay. So that's not me. Who is that? That's Dio. Okay. So Dio's a green solo. That's Phi. Phi's a magenta pair. Alice is also a magenta pair. Alice is still paired with Dio. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. I'm a blue solo, which means I'm with Tenmyoji and Quark again? What? So then we're not even gonna have it, right? Because it would be the same bullshit. So this pathway is probably just gonna end up ending prematurely? Maybe? I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair and Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining three are all solos. K is red, Dio's green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down in the Floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover.
Indeed.
I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out for us. How are the groups gonna shake out this time? Why do you say such stupid ways of words? Ways of words. Phi nodded and began to explain. Option A, Tenmyoji and Quark pair up with me. That's what we already did though, so that would be weird. I don't think we're gonna do that again. I really don't see it happening. But this is gonna be somebody's ending, right? Because there's 9 pathways, and so everybody would have a pathway. But at the end of the pathway, that person's getting out, right? I'm assuming. In which case, somebody has to get out. In which case, there has to be another AP game, just so that someone can get 9.
Oh?
Oh?
Is there only one option?
Yes.
Yes. No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors.
Okay.
Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair.
Alright.
If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, God.
Yep, you're with Dio again.
I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Oh well.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then.
I'm sure you guys are actually tsundere for each other. No, not really.
Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
No. No, no, no. Ugh, gross. They're just gonna be betraying each other forever. Alright.
So, what should we do now?
We somehow get out, maybe?
It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah, about 80 minutes. 81 minutes, excuse me.
I'm worried about Quark's condition.
Indeed.
Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose. So we might as well look for that medicine. Clover, right?
Well, if no one let the lab down, there's no way we're gonna find it.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine. I guess I can help.
What a douchebag.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of a jerk wouldn't?
Okay. We should split up and search.
If Dio finds it, he's probably just gonna fucking take it for ransom again, although he won't find it, so hey. After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry. Oh, we have assignments. Let's see here. Oh, I'm with Vi, okay. Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice, to a treatment center, and Clover, Vi, and I, Clover as well. Alright, diggity diggity. The pressure exchange chamber, alright.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
Shall. We all nodded. Kate turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you.
Uh-huh.
I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
Hooray! With a final nod to one another, we split up, each heading in a different direction. Alright, pressure exchange chamber. So, this is the pressure exchange chamber. So yeah, the people who went through here were, what, Kay, Dio, and Alice? Which means none of us have ever been here in this pathway. But me and Clover remember it, right? Am I right? Am I right? Kind of? Sort of? Maybe?
No, this is the prep room.
What?
There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How would you know? You didn't come in here.
How do you know that?
Yeah, exactly.
Alice told me.
Oh, sure she did. You sure it's not knowledge from another world line? Pathway, whatever.
She was one of the people who investigated this room.
That is truth. Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse? We already know she talked to her, but how much?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room?
You mean the ones that are also in this room?
Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. And we also need to solve a puzzle every time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So, the air out there is teeming with Radical 6? Seems like it.
Yeah.
Alice did say a bio bomb or whatever.
Something's been bothering me.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
We can't go inside, but we can go into the chamber if you want.
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir.
But we won't. So I wonder where this is going. Because we split up, maybe it's gonna be a murder mystery again?
Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
And Alice might too, maybe? Maybe.
I'll go look around upstairs.
Have fun! We're gonna make out.
You two take this floor, alright?
Sure. Got it.
Okay.
Let's have a talk, Clover. Let's have a talk. We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? How much do you know about that? I know Alice knows about it. The pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. That's because we were in cold sleep, probably. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I get the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? Are? Oh, as in secret agents, right. I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization. But what is it? They already talked to me about this, right? With the Titanic stuff? Or, yeah, the gigantic stuff? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes. Oh boy, staring contest.
Fine. I think I can trust you.
Hooray! Finally I got her trust in this game.
Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Cross my heart. Alright.
Promise?
Promise. Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially destructive, or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that when I've played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV, barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. Man, that butt shot. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the Nonor game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now on the run, and they'd be very old at this point. Just as old as Jubei. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother, since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now. So she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, you're mentioning Snake. Snake? Snake? Snake! Or his real name, Light Yagami. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome, for one. And he was in both the last two Nonor games, too. So anyway, we've been grabbed twice. But the people behind the two Nonor games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom, though. So after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. First world problems, right? It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy-looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Yeah, I could see how that would get annoying. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. That kind of sucks. I'm sorry about that, Clover. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. You don't have any friends? What about Junpei? So, we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. Oh, wow. Cool. Not cool, actually. Just in case anyone takes that wrong. Running away is not cool and should not be done, but for storytelling purposes, interesting. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. Oh, okay, cool. I thought there was going to be some, but when we tried, there was blah, blah, blah. No, they just did it. Wow. I worked in a cafe and he composed music. Wow, a blind musician. That's great. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play a little at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I guess Snake's doing alright. Still calling him Snake, even though I know his name is Light now, but Snake just feels better for him. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice shows up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second Nonor game. Okay. Interesting. Although I kind of already know this part. Bleh. Alright. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. And the reason is, were any of them related to the other Nonor game, or was it just you guys? That's what I'd like to know. If it was anybody else was there that you knew, then you probably would have mentioned it, but maybe not. A bunch of them look familiar, too. Oh, never mind. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. From the first Noner game? They were the kids from the first. Ah, okay, cool. So, like, Lotus's kids were there, too? We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room was quiet. They're like, oh god, the bossy Alice is here. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenic fields. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is. I think I might know a bit of what that is. But basically, we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousnesses with another person through this thingy that's called the morphogenic field. The purpose of the first Noner game was to research that ability. So, they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it, and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it had happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she had brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course, even though we'd never really seen you use that ability before. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So, when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that! I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way! I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. Okay, so how do you guys get roped into it? Or at least you. It was a job, after all. And most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. But a very dangerous job. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. That would be like Snake. He's just like, well, whatever Clover wants. He does do that a lot. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our department. At our apartment department? The department of our apartment. She didn't waste time. People behind the first Noner game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and SOIS were after. Oh, okay. And that's gonna convince you to join. Oh, that's right. They already mentioned this, didn't they? Yeah. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother, too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. Now, you're referencing Seven all of a sudden? Without A. Okay, for one thing, Seven's not his real fucking name, is it? I don't think we know his real name. Unless that is his real name, because he has amnesia, so maybe it was. Or actually, did he really have amnesia? I don't remember. That was kind of a vague. It's like, he could have been lying about, June being dead. Sorry, Akane being dead without actually, but like that could have been something he was lying about. But he might have actually had amnesia, but he knew for the long time that Akane wasn't dead and just made that lie, like it was just a lie for life. But it's also possible the whole amnesia thing was fake, and I don't know which is which. But anyways, Seven. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second Noner game. He was also in the first Noner game and he saved us. But anyways. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. Oh! You guys are the only people who can do this. Oh yeah, I'm Seven. Seven's back, baby. We don't know where Junpei is. Oh shit, Junpei! You mean Temioje? But Temiyuki, okay. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. Yeah, I'm right. So he disappeared though. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Okie dokie. Junpei, like 7. Another participant from the second Nonary game. Akane, one of the people behind the second Nonary game. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. So he's still part of the police? In the first game it seemed like he might be retired, but I guess not. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. You do owe a lot to Junpei. Especially because you fucking killed him, Clover, in one timeline, but hey. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half the time it was general knowledge and technical skills and SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. So you have a connection with Snake right now? After several months of hard work, we're finally ready for our first field mission. Uh-oh, sad music. Did Snake die? Please say no. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base, so I could relay information back through him. Alright. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But you get kidnapped. Everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used the information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. Wow. I wanted to be just like her. I want to be like Lotus 2.0 when I grow up, like the Black Alice. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Even got sexier. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. Oh. The directions decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike, but you were kidnapped 3 days before that. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks. People! More than one? While we were going over our plans. Possibly more than one. Maybe. Anyways, fun story. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse?
Yeah.
All that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. As opposed to in the first game where Clover's hair was more ponytails. Kind of. Meh. Sort of. In a way. It was kind of weird, actually. Anyways. Hey, I've got a few questions. Actually, now it's more like ponytails than it was in the first game. Huh. So yeah, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, there's a lot of them. Well, first off, your, powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now?
Yeah. I'm not really sure why.
Oh, you're not sure, just because they're weird?
I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah.
Well, you're the transmitter and he's the receiver, right? Not everybody's like Junpei who can do both, or Akane, right? I would think so.
If there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking.
Oh, really? Then maybe that kind of kills my idea that Kei might be Snake. I suppose it's also possible the freaking Tenmyoji is Snake, but... I mean, that would definitely get her to side with Tenmyoji, but I think it's still more likely that Tenmyoji is Junpei. Where am I going with this? Yeah, also Temioji can see, so that's a thing. But, another Esper here. Well, I know I'm like a robot or something, right? But I might also be an Esper at the same time. Esper robot. So I might be able to help you, maybe.
Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers.
Oh, really?
Maybe...
Maybe?
No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Are you sure it's not it? You could be onto something. Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so... Moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Oh, really? You told me all that, but not this? What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff, but this is too much?
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
So I won't tell her that you told me. I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But...
But, no buts, no coconuts. Come on, Clover, spill the beans. Spill the beans to your old pal Sigma. Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
Well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So, you don't know. They already did it, though. Now, in our time, anyways.
No. All we know is soon.
And soon in the past means it's happened for a while now, of course. But that could mean just about anything.
Yeah. It could be next week, or next month, or even next year.
Okay.
Or it could have happened already.
Dun dun dun. Wait. You mean they might have already released the virus? Well, no duh, that would line up with what we found out.
Wouldn't that make the most sense?
Yep.
Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article?
Uh-huh.
And
And?
the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Good point. You saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Well, who does that leave? Temioji and Quark makes sense, but that's still too many people that seem to not know that should know. I actually just thought of something. Temioji was talking to Alice before about how you're Ice 9, and I was like, what? Because now I'm thinking, if Temioji is Junpei or Snake, then they were in the car with Alice at the one point. So they know Alice. They know who she is. So why would they randomly be like, you're Ice 9? Like, that doesn't really make much sense to me. Hopefully there's an explanation for that at some point. Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they're lying.
That's a good point. I know Temioji and Quark definitely have. Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5.
Good point.
Quark is out too.
So, you're saying Temioji, Dio-Fi, and Luna are all lying. Temioji's lying, he knows, for sure. Dio, he's a Dio-Shbag, so I could see it being that way, but I'm not so sure at this point. I think he might have been in the pod, and Alice was just being frozen with whatever. Luna's probably evil, so I could see that. Phi, I don't know. Actually, what if it was Dio, Alice, and Clover in the pod, and then me and Phi were all mechanized and robotized, or whatever. So we were being kept somewhere else, maybe. I guess they are a little suspicious. Yeah, all 4 of them?
Right?
All 4 of them, really. Dio, DC Dio-Shbag. Temioji, yeah. Phi, Luna, I guess. All of them, though? Everybody's suspicious, really. But, meh. Except for you, of course. And what's their motive?
For lying? How would I know?
I don't know, you brought it up. Then, what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean?
Yeah, Free the Soul. Free the Soul Foundation. Purifying the unclean?
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Unclean. Unclean. Unclean.
Oh, does this have to do with what you were saying? The Neo whatever thingy?
Unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up.
It's on the tip of your tongue, isn't it?
Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering.
Remembering what?
Unclean. Clean. Een. Een. Een!
Ian? What's Ian? She leapt up suddenly excited.
Neostigmine!
Ian? How does neostigmine relate to Ian? Neo what?
Did you forget it already?
No. I mean, kinda. I remember the Neo part.
I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medicine. Very viral medicine. Oh, right, I remember that. It was in the safe of the treatment center, right?
Yeah,
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
exactly.
Are you saying you've heard about this Neo whatever before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
Okay. You remembered?
My brother told me about that.
Oh, really?
Neostigmine is a type of choline esterase inhibitor.
Alright.
That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurine.
I got it! I did it! We cracked the other pathway. That's how they're gonna save me then. This is how they're gonna save me in the other pathway. With, where I get killed by Dio. I'm gonna get saved by whoever would have went into the treatment center. Because they didn't say what doors they went into, but somebody must have gone into the treatment center. Because somebody has to have that, and that's how they're gonna save me. I'm gonna be like, somebody has this, right? Save me! So, yeah, that's how we're gonna save myself in that pathway. Sorry, but I still don't get it. Dumbass. Dumbass Sigma, get on her level. Get on my level.
How easy do I have to make it? Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, alright? The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurine. Following me?
Tuberculin is the poison in our bracelets, right?
Right. It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First is the silver real. Well, I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip you, Zero Junior, Sama Senpai, Sensei-kun. That was my mistake. I'm so sorry, don't kill me! To be fair, though, we've already seen this dialogue. Just to remind you. First is the Sopro, which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the turbocurine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I'm sorry, Zero Junior, Senpai, I mean, Sama-kun. So, you're saying this, neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you going to make me say it?
Say it over and over for me, Clover. Say it over and over, baby. So, we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized?
Yeah! We don't have to die.
Beautiful!
We're gonna be okay.
But how much of it is there?
We can only pull the trigger once, though.
Okay, then we gotta do it when it counts. Like on me, I count the most. That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Good to know. Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
Best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. And then you could go with them. And then take the turbocurine. That's a good point.
With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them. Anyway, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
I don't know about that. Be careful. What? Hey! Clover, wait! Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Yeah, I was about to say, that might be a bit of a bad idea. Alice is probably gonna try that now. She's gonna do whatever it takes to have somebody get 9 points, and then she's just gonna knock herself with that stuff, and then she's gonna run out with them, because she only has 1 point still. And her opponent is Dio, so it will take her forever to get to 9. So she's gonna be like, fuck it, I'm gonna use this. So she's probably gonna tell Clover this time, make sure you get out, I'll get out with you, or something. Anyways, damn it, Clover, don't tell everything to your big sister Alice. Damn. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. Well, that's another good point. Also the fact that, you know, Alice is sketchy. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Oh shit, that look. Wait, no, that's just a regular depressed look, right? It doesn't mean you have Radical 6 or anything? Where'd Clover go? Oh shit, you have Radical 6. Fuck, can you hear me? Oh shit, she has Radical 6. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, what do we do? What do we do? Is this how we're gonna end? Is this our game over or whatever? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed, and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? I grabbed his shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. So she's pointing to where Clover went, I guess, but this is bad. This is the first time somebody other than Alice or Quark has ever gotten Radical 6. She went at that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. Don't leave her alone, she's gonna kill herself. Damn it, I headed for the exit then paused. You look pretty tired. I'll get some rest, alright? Still no response. Something odd about her. But catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. I don't know about that. Unless you want Fi to die. I turned back around and jogged at the door towards the treatment center. This does not seem like it's going in a good direction. Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Temioji were gone too. Weird. They'd left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine. Guess it's time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. Don't tell me like frickin' everybody's coming down with Radical 6 now. Why else would Temioji leave him? Oh, pantry. We've seen this before. Still haven't done it though. We're gonna end up doing that in the Luna pathway. No bar? You can't find him? Anywhere? I've been everywhere, man, and they're all gonna die. Yeah, man. Hooray! So they're like nowhere. Where are we gonna find them? Don't tell me we'll find someone dead in this place again. What the hell? What's going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Must have missed them. Assumedly. Wait. There's still one place I haven't checked. And that is the infirmary, I think? Maybe? I don't know. The infirmary! What happened? Did Alice collapse as well? Like she normally does? Or something? Question mark, exclamation point? Whoa! Wobbly vision! I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. Oh, are we getting Radical 6 now? No. What happened? I felt my whole body convulse. Whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand, and I looked down to see blood. Wait, in me? Somebody stabbed me, you mean? A vast, warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands? Oh, shit. Is it my blood? Why? This can't be real. How could... Ah! In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. Oh, shit. Someone here is probably faking, though. Assuming everybody was murdered for some reason. For whatever reason, if everybody was murdered, then someone here is probably faking, just like in the first game. How, Hongo was faking. But, or everybody got Radical 6 and all killed each other. That would be bad. But either way, this is not good. Not happy end. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and deadly eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Oh, I can tell who's who, but it's a lot of corpses. Had they sliced themselves open? Or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. So group suicide? This was how they'd die, this tiny blade. So I'm the only one left? Unless Kay's still around? I don't know. Oh god. Yeah, getting a better look at this. I still don't see Kay. So that's interesting. Maybe he would fail to stab himself because of the suit? This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. What? My fingers scrape across the floor as I pick up the scalpel. Oh shit, no! I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck, as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs. And drew it across my throat. Oh shit! Maybe betray was the right option? Don't tell me there's credits! That was such... like, that was anticlimactic build-up, I feel. Like, the Tenmyoji path, like, I get it. That's a proper ending. You get Quark's story and everything, but... this is not an ending. This is just out of nowhere. Oh, by the way, you're all dead now. Like, what? What? Excuse me, what? And where was Kay? Like, the fuck? That's Clover's end? Secret agent woman? So not all the ends are the person in particular getting out. Okay. What? Oh, by the way, I saw those entire credits this time. I paid attention. Where the fuck is the English cast? They list the Japanese cast, not the English cast? The fuck? But anyways, like, Clover's ending sucked. The fuck? Why'd it suck? It sucked. Alright. I guess you'll end it here. Next time, we'll see what happens next time. So Clover's face is gonna totally show up now? For reals? Yeah. Apparently that's Clover's pathway. What? So, are there gonna be like 6 terrible, no good, very bad ends, and only 3 where we actually go through white doors? So I actually got lucky if that's the case, and that my first ending was a real ending. Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna start by betraying Quark, and then after that I'll probably go back to the Dio pathway. The Dio Spag, which is actually Quark's pathway, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. Anyways, the point is, the ending at the end of the first game, where everybody died, felt like a real, holy shit, everybody's dead ending. This ending, where everybody just, oh yeah, they're all dead. That wasn't a real ending, it was just, oh yeah, they're dead. Like, that's a game over ending, that's not an ending. Anyways, apparently the game disagrees. Apparently the game thinks, that's an ending, sure, why not? Alright. See you guys next time. Start other pathways, do other things, and have just some fun. Alright? Fun, maybe? Less death, more fun? I can't imagine the other pathway would be much worse, honestly. Like, if this is the failed ending, like, that would be kind of stupid, because this is definitely not a good ending. Meh.